welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 products that I have for the month of February. I got this idea for doing the top 5 products each month from Lauren Mae Beauty. I really feel like she summed it up when she said she can keep it more concise, and she's really picking the things that she is actually enjoying instead of just throwing a whole pile of products into the mix. She keeps it down to 5, and yeah, I have to agree with her, although I technically have 7 items, but 2 of them are kind of the same, so I'm putting them in the top 5. We're gonna cheat a little bit this month, so that's okay. I will link Lauren Mae's channel down below just so that you can go and check it out. She is an excellent YouTuber. She is very articulate, very thought out, and she's fun. I enjoy watching. So, number 1 on my list, my first item that I have in my top 5 would be actually 2 items, but they're both the same sort of thing. They're both primers, face primers, and I have this one by Smashbox. It is a Smashbox Photofinish Primerizer, and it is a primer and a moisturizer in one. I love using this just all over my face. I feel like it moisturizes my skin enough that I'm not going to get greasy throughout the day, and it gives a little bit of tackiness that my makeup sticks to it and stays on longer, so I really like how this works for me. I have very normal skin. It's a little dry now that it's in the winter time, and in my T-zone I don't get oily at all, but I get a little glowy by the end of the day, but nothing that I would have to powder or anything, so that's kind of how my face reacts just on its own normally. That's how my face is normally, but I really like this. It gives that little bit of moisture that I need, especially in the winter months here. And then because I do get a little glowy in my T-zone, my pores are a little bit bigger, so I like to blur them out, and I use this CoverFX blurring primer. I really like how this works. It's like a skin tone primer, and it's not slippery or anything. It's not very silicone-y. It feels nice. It's not super cakey. I have the Tarte Timeless primer, is that what it's called? Comes in the little tub in the jar, and I like that, but I like it more in the summertime because it's more of a thicker formula, and I feel it makes my makeup look a little cakey, but I don't need that thickness in the wintertime. It almost dries out my skin a little bit, whereas this does not at all. This is the magic combination for me for primers right now this winter. Moving on from primers, I do have a foundation here, and this is the CoverGirl. It's nice and dirty. CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation and sunscreen. This is in the shade Creamy Beige, and I really do like this. I was surprised at how much I liked this. I've tried a few CoverGirl primers before, and the Ready Set Gorgeous I didn't mind, but I found it a little bit drying, and I don't know, I just always shied away from the foundations. I'm not sure why, because I used to use them as a teenager all the time, but I gave this one a try, and I am not disappointed. I really like how this wears. It's not heavy or cakey, and it dries down pretty nicely as well. It doesn't feel tacky on my skin, which is something I appreciate as well. This is a pretty good color match for me, and yeah, it's drugstore, so you can't beat the price. Next up, I have something that I was actually surprised that I was gonna like. It came in a kit that I got at Christmas time from Makeup Revolution, and it's the I Love Revolution Chocolate Heart Bronzer, and it comes in one of these nice little boxes here, and this is what it looks like. But it's a shimmery bronzer, but it's not shimmery. It's more like a satin bronzer. I'm going to try to really build it up because it's not super deep. It's perfect for me right now in the winter time. I'm not sure if you can see it right there, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and normally I don't like bronzers like this because I find they just emphasize the texture on my face. Not that I have a lot of texture, but I don't like how it looks usually. But I have really been loving how this looks on my skin. It doesn't emphasize the texture or anything, but I contour as well, but I use this to actually bronze, just kind of like the sides right here and my temples and, well, wherever the sun will hit, so technically all over my face depending on the day. But I really do like this bronzer. I was surprised when I got it because out of the kit that I got, I thought, oh, I won't use that, but I gave it a try, and surprisingly it's something that I am reaching for every time I do my makeup lately. The next items are eyebrow pencils, but they are just 2 different shades, so these count as one as well, and they are by e.l.f. and they are the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. They do have a spoolie on this side, and then they are a micro tip pencil. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yes, very precise. I love these pencils. I have the shade Neutral Brown and Taupe, and yeah, they work great. That's what I have in my brows today. I put the Neutral Brown all throughout my brow, and then the Taupe just in the inner part here. And yeah, I really like how they wear. They last all day, they look good, they blend well. They aren't super creamy that they get all over the place, but they aren't super dry that you have to really like dig into your skin to put the color on. They work, again, well, and they're drugstore. I wish that they would be available here in Canada. I do have to order them off the website, but maybe someday soon they will be available in store in Canada. Hoping, fingers crossed, because I don't like buying stuff online from e.l.f. because for whatever reason, Canada Customs does not like e.l.f. and they always charge us ridiculous fees for duty and customs whenever I order anything off of their website. So I try to avoid it. But I think I might just make an order for a bunch of these one day and suck up the customs charge because they are that good. And number 5 for my favorites for February is this Mermaid Skin Hyaluronic H2O Serum by Tarte. I got this in like a 500 point perk or something like that I had ordered, and it's nearly gone. It is not a full size. It is a sample size or whatever they would call this, but I love this. I remember the first time I had used it and I noticed a dramatic difference almost right away when I used it, and I couldn't even put my finger on what it was, and that seems to be the case with a lot of Tarte skincare. But I remember I had put this on in the evening, and then the next day I hadn't used it in the morning and I did my makeup, and for whatever reason, it had nothing to do with this, but I did not like my makeup. It was just too heavy and cakey. I think I had just gone in with too heavy of a hand, and I ended up taking my makeup off, and I looked in the mirror afterwards. I'm like, I don't need makeup today. My skin looks amazing. And I never have that thought. Not that I have perfect skin by any means, but I was just like, there's something different about my skin. It looked more, not glowy because it wasn't greasy or anything. It just looked more bright and healthy. I don't mind paying the $50 for the full size of this because I have seen results and I like how it works. And I think a lot of times with skincare, you don't see results right away because it takes a while to be effective. But at the same time, even when those results are effective, you don't see them because it's been so gradual. So you don't see any changes until you stop using it, and this is something I don't even want to stop using because I really like how it works. And those are my top 5 products for the month of February. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite items that you have been using this month? Would you recommend them? Maybe let me know some things that are absolutely awful that you don't recommend at all. Would like to know that too. Let us know what we should steer clear of. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.